The sad truth is your college degree is no longer as helpful as it used to be in getting you a job. My name is JT O'Donnell. I left the staffing and recruiting industry to become an advocate for you, the worker. Why? Because ultimately HR and recruiting and your boss work for the employer. So I'm here for you. Now, years and years ago, when people started getting college degrees, it was a leg up, it was a differentiator. And so companies started using it as a way to get what they perceived as more educated talent. But fast forward the last 20, 30 years, and everyone is getting a college degree. I mean, just looking at America, the explosion of colleges of all levels, community colleges, right? There are just so many colleges where anybody can get a degree, online degrees, etc. Now everyone has it. So it's about as common as people getting a high school diploma. And on top of that, there's been a real push and a real movement against the bias and the discrimination of only hiring people that have degrees, like from a privilege standpoint. So what we've seen, especially in the last year or two, companies are just taking that off their job descriptions. They are no longer requiring that degree and instead are looking for the work experience.
Well, that was quite the interesting video. However, that video made me wonder, should employers judge a college graduate's application based on their degree or based on their own work experience? Well, my friends, this is what I'm here for. My name is Shaden Heshmat, and you're watching Degreed and Disillusioned, the podcast that'll make you wonder, is it worth getting a degree or moving straight into the workforce? But before we get into it, let's talk about what a degree is. A degree is essentially a course of study that is taken by a student either at a university or a college. After the student does the required work for that degree, it can secure them a high-paying job and, in most cases, a very easy and successful life. Now, this does come at a cost, seeing that almost most college students are spending 4 or more years in college, which is not free at all. For when you go into college, you will be paying for housing, tuition, and just being on the campus, which is a lot of money. And another reason why most students don't even tend to go to college after a high school graduation. This is why I will be doing a deep dive as to why incoming college students are choosing to go straight into the workforce rather than getting a degree, because it's both costly and a waste of time. So sit back and enjoy the show. The 21st century has seen a significant rise in jobs no longer looking for a degree, rather their own work experience. The main reason why this is the case is due to the amount of people who are going to college and aim to get a degree. This rise would contribute to companies taking degrees out of their job requirements and mainly looking for soft work skills or past jobs. For example, a report made by Richard Fetter, Christopher Denhart, and Jonathan Rowe found that about 48% of employed U.S. college graduates are in jobs that the Bureau of Labor Statistics requires less than a 4-year college education. 11% of employed college graduates are in occupations requiring more than a high school diploma but less than a bachelor's, and 37% are in occupations requiring no more than a high school diploma. These pieces of data can be used to back up our most recent claims of how undermining and essentially useless college degrees are becoming over time. Another piece of data we could use was a report made by Eason Lee, Robert Simpson, and Matthew Malvin regarding the increasing national concern over education and unemployment. Their research would estimate that 48% of workers are overeducated for their positions. Now for me, this shows how the pressure of getting a 4-year degree can lead to you doing extra work that you never really had to do. In summary, overeducation is becoming a more growing problem for future generations due to the increasing demand for high schoolers to go to college after high school. This growing demand can lead to a person having more education than what their job might require, which is not beneficial. Wow, we have reached the end of this podcast. I would first like to thank all of those who made it this far in the video. This is a growing problem in America, and my viewers who are considering going to college, it is highly recommended to please take some key aspects discussed in the video with you to college. Before I close off, some things I aim for my viewers to take away from this video is that you should research what your dream job asks of you, as in most cases, they do not require a lot in that job, depending on your major. Then, after you have that information, you should aim to get a job then and there, then work up over time, as this decreases the amount of times you can be in debt and the amount of money saved. Now, before I close off the video, I have a question for you. Do you think a college degree is essential for all jobs? Thank you for watching this podcast, and I hope to see you again very soon. Do not forget to subscribe with notifications on.